Hey, I'm Angela.
I'm Racquel.
So we're going to do a short video for you. We're going to keep it short and sweet because we know you're busy just like us.
We are the creatrixes of the pleasure deck.
So who is the pleasure deck for? It's for busy moms, brides-to-be, moms-to-be, seekers, and goddesses.
It's for queens. Anyone with a vulva, really.
Yeah, really anyone desiring to dive deeply into their own feminine genius. It's for empowered women and women who seek to be more empowered themselves.
It's for women who are really good at pleasing others a lot of the time, and they need to find more pleasure in their own lives. Angela, let's share with them, what is the pleasure deck?
So we created this pleasure deck, and what it is it's 48 pleasure enhancing practices for busy women. All the practices range between 2 to 15 minutes so that it's really doable for you. And then we also made really beautiful art on the other side. And as you can kind of start to notice, it's celebrating vulvas and pussy magic because each of us are unique and beautiful. And so it's a reclamation of that.
And let's explain that these are not just self-pleasure practices, right?
Yeah, but that actually is a really hot idea. Yeah, so the truth is there are many different access points to pleasure, right? And sometimes we think it's just a massage or certain one thing that we have in our vision, right? But we can actually really engage in pleasure in so many ways. It could be like engaging in nature, with nature, dance breaks, and then even like raging to a really angry song to release tension and really heavy emotions, because when we have that's kind of stuck in us, it's really hard to make room for pleasure, right? And so that's a really beautiful way to create that opening for your pleasure.
Absolutely. And practices are also included in the deck for decorating and celebrating your body with tattoos or glitter or gems. There are also some grounding practices in here, which I think we could all use. And there's also opportunities for connecting in authentic, safe, and supportive sisterhood.
Yeah, so important. I mean, really, we created this deck to, of course, have more pleasure in our lives, but also to cultivate self-connection and self-understanding, to really have this deep understanding within ourselves and not just seek outside of ourselves, but come back to ourselves is what it really is. So we're really excited to share this with you guys. So Racquel, I want to share how someone would use this deck. So how do they use the pleasure deck?
Well, usually we recommend selecting just one card, one pleasure practice, and seeing how that elevates your day. But if you have more time and you desire to really get lifted, we would recommend pulling 3 cards and doing 3 pleasure practices. Now, the cards are intended to push your edges, and there will be resistance. That's totally normal.
Yeah. And like, even if you don't feel like doing a practice because some parts of you feel like it's maybe too outrageous or you just don't like actually have the time, simply pulling one card and reading through it and looking at that beautiful picture will stir up new thoughts and possibilities. So that will help you to expand regardless. So that's enough too.
The pleasure deck is just one of the tools in the Evolved lifestyle. You can purchase your copy at evolved.org, as in orgasm. You can also find it on Etsy. Just search the pleasure deck.
Yeah. And so check out our website because we are always evolving and we're going to have resources for you guys, which is shared playlists, blogs on juicy topics, and ideas for your pleasure toolkit and more.
I'm Angela. I'm Racquel.
I'm Angela.
Visit evolved.org to elevate your pleasure.
And elevate in sisterhood.